back, my name is Sensei Pong, and what do we find about Taylor that we find so irresistible? Either she's just so gorgeous, those beautiful eyes, those high cheekbones, ding! There goes the counter, folks. That perfect hair. Or she's incredibly confident. She always seems to fit in wherever she goes. Or she's always talking about exciting places her family goes on vacation. Or she appreciates the best things in life, and so do I. Well, let's play up them cheekbones, yo. Every time Taylor walks by, your heart turns over and starts beating faster. You've never been more attracted to anyone, except maybe movie stars. It's like Taylor's a magnet, and you're a helpless, dreamy iron filling. Ew. Straight from the mouth, while you're daydreaming about Taylor, your phone buzzes with a text. You look down to see who it's from, and you almost drop the phone in surprise. It's Carla McCrae! You were friends in elementary school, you, Carla, and Jake Cohen. You weren't as close with them as you were with Allison, of course, but you spent a lot of time together. It was one of those friendships you can hardly explain. It wasn't as if you had much in common. After all, Carla and Jake were rougher than you, always playing hard on the sports field and getting into scuffles at recess. But they were spontaneous, exciting, and most of all, fun. You drifted apart from Jake as time went on. You went to his bar mitzvah, but haven't spent much time with him since he started high school. As for Carla, well, that's a bit more complicated. Carla's brother Rick, 3 years older than you, was the kind of kid who always got in trouble. Fist fights, shoplifting, that kind of thing. Carla and Rick were being raised by their grandmother, and she tried everything to keep Rick in line. She even sent Rick away to military school for a while, but he'd just come back to fall into the same crowd. Eventually, he dropped out of high school altogether and ran away to Boston. It broke their grandmother's heart. Oh. Lately, Carla's been getting into the same kind of trouble as Rick. Another one of the many open secrets at Kingsport High is that Carla is the center of the drug network. She mostly deals in prescription drugs, steal from their parents, or skim off their own supplies. But there are rumors that Rick brings her harder stuff from Boston. Over the last year, Carla's nearly been arrested or expelled a dozen times. But she's managed to weasel her way out of everyone. Sorry. But she's managed to weasel her way out every time. Bangungur wants the milk to build the strong bonds. Yes. But so, when did you stop hanging out with Carla?
I stopped hanging out with her in 6th grade when we started middle school. We were interested in different things, and we just kind of drifted apart even before she started to get in trouble.
Or in 8th grade when she asked me out. I didn't feel that way about her, so I said no, and it was always kind of awkward after that. Or in 9th grade. When I heard she was selling drugs, I really didn't want to do anything with that. Well, I know what I decided last time. So, I don't know. I am probably going to go with... Well, I'm playing up the awkward situations in this gameplay, so in 8th grade when she asked me out, I didn't feel that way about her. And I was like, it was kind of flattering that Carla liked you, and you thought she was pretty cute, but you just didn't want to go out with her. After that, it was never the same. You spent less and less time with Carla. You don't think you ever spoken to her for more than a year. Carla and Jake stayed close, though. Jake was always a little edgier than you. He didn't mind that Carla always got into trouble. You weren't surprised though when they started dating last summer, but now Carla is texting you. Need to see you, says the message. Important. It must be, if she's getting in touch with you after all. You text back. Do I text back, okay, when? Or, this is Pong, do you have the right number? Or, about what? Or, are you okay? La 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 la, la 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 la. We'll probably go with about what? After a few seconds, you hit send. Your phone buzzes with another text from Carla. Meet me after school. Back door near CAF. That's where Carla can be usually found after school, as anyone who's ever bought drugs from her could tell you. This is weird. Very weird. And a second later, another text. Need your help. Please, you fix things. Don't know what else to do. Frowny face. Oh. And with that little apostrophe, it looks like it's a drooly smiley face, which is even weirder. You stare at your phone, and the longer you stare, the more you think you need to see Carla and talk to her directly. Why? Well, either I'm curious, something isn't right here, and I want to find out what's going on, or I'm worried it would take an awful lot to upset a tough person like Carla, something must be really wrong. Or it sounds like Carla wants to hire me for a case.
That means the most important thing for me is to get in the right to solving the problem.
Or I feel bad that Carla and I have lost touch. This might be a good chance for us to become friends again. Pause.
Well,
Let's just say I'm curious, because I don't think it really changes the outcome too badly if I choose that. I'm curious. So at the end of the day, you go where Carla asked you to meet her, the back of the school, at the door near the cafeteria. Carla is there, just as you expected, lounging against the brick wall with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth. Don't do drugs, kids. She's talking to Ray. She's talking to Ryan Day, who's rumored to be one of Carla's frequent buyers. Carla's expression is more or less a permanent scowl, and today is no different. Still, you have to admit, Carla's not bad looking. Thick, dark, curly hair, sharp cheekbones, ding, and tons of confidence. You're too far away to hear what Carla is saying to Ryan, but you see Carla snap her fingers, and a tiny burst of flame leap up. Most of the teachers think Carla is just really good at hiding lighters and matches in her pocket, because no matter how many they may confiscate, they always seem to catch her playing with fire. You know, better, of course. That's Carla's ability, and she plays it up as much as she can, using it to intimidate people and make them do what she wants. Pretty scary, huh? Well, what do I think of Carla's ability to be a pyro? Definitely scary. Scary and wrong. Scary and kind of sad, or not really, or actually it's pretty impressive. I believe we'll have to decide this on the next episode of Sci-Hi. Like and subscribe.